Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 2. Let's go ahead and leave here. We have the location of the Heretic Temple, 12 hours traveling time. Let's head up there. Alright, something wearing off. Hello? Ran off, wore out, whatever. What's going on? Hi, folks.
Rasad Bashir, we have found you at last. Come, face the vengeance of Salune.
Who are you? Saloon's here? Fantastic. I have been hoping to meet her. She's got some questions to answer. Saloon will judge Rasad in her own time. Right now, you will answer to me. Who are you?
We are the Tears of Salune. We will avenge our fallen brothers and sisters.
Fallen brothers and sisters? You accuse me of murder?
I need accuse you of nothing, traitor. Your victims accuse you from beyond the grave.
Making accusations from beyond the grave, that's pretty impressive. When I'm dead, the most I plan to do is mold a little bit. You sound like a madwoman. Explain yourself.
We were sent on an errand for Shah, High Priest of the Atkatla Sunsoul Temple.
We returned to find Shal and all our brothers and sisters slaughtered.
What? You say the Atkatla chapter of the Order is dead?
And scrawled in blood on the wall, the name of their killer, Rasad Bashir, who was once their brother. You should have made sure Shal was dead before you fled, murderer.
So you accuse him not only of multiple murder, but incompetence. Do any of you actually know this man? And if so, how can you possibly believe he is capable of what you've described? I cannot believe Rasad did this thing. I mean, seriously, who would write their name in that? Or are you saying that one of the people did? If he was actually competent, why would he let them do that? No one ever writes their name in, like, the name of their killer in blood. It just doesn't happen.
Perhaps they are right, Sixcar.
Rasad was the best of us once. A sadder claim for the Sun Soul I cannot imagine.
Once, Sahana, before he turned his back on the Sun Soul.
Perhaps he had a good reason to turn his back on you. You lot have been trying to kill him, after all. He hasn't turned his back on the Sun Soul philosophy.
Another lie. Even before this latest atrocity, he refused to appear at the Sun Soul Temple. He even went so far as to fight those sent to collect him.
He fought them, yes, but he didn't kill them.
It is the truth, Sixcar.
He and Corel and the others at his mercy and stayed his hand. He had Corel and the others at his mercy and stayed his hand.
There are few things I'll not do to avenge my brother. But killing another member of the Sun Soul Order?
Gelrando, Treya, you cannot believe I did this thing. Come on, guys, he's not as bad as that. He's not even close, really. You know this man. Look into your hearts. Is he truly capable of the slaughter you describe?
We've made a mistake, Sixcar.
A familiar feeling for any follower of the Sun Soul philosophy, surely.
Rasad could not have been behind the temple massacre. And that is why you turned against your own and joined the heretics to hunt down your brother's killer.
A poor excuse for breaking your vows.
But an understandable one, surely. And if he's successful, the death of Collis Darathon will spell the end of the twofold heretics, which is all to the Sun Soul's good. Is there any excuse you'd find sufficiently persuasive to justify the breaking of vows, Sixcar? I'll go with this one.
And what are we to make of the temple massacre?
I think that's obvious. Someone wished you to believe Rasad had truly turned against the Order. Something more than what you've made of it so far, I'd hope. Clearly you've been manipulated into attacking an ally. Rasad has committed no crime against you, Sixcar. Leave now and I'll do the same courtesy. Make of it what you will. It's no concern of ours. I think that's obvious. Someone wished you to believe Rasad had truly turned against the Order.
He has turned against the Order. Regardless of the massacre, he no longer walks in Salune's light.
Mind your tongue, or you'll see how far you can fall, and how fast. He arrived here the same way we all do, Six Scar, one step at a time. He's not fallen as far as you think, Six Scar. You may find his actions reprehensible, but you cannot know what's in his heart. Let's go with this first one.
Perhaps there is hope for you yet, Rasad. Selune forgives all.
Return to Athkatla with us. Help us rebuild our sect.
I would give anything to be able to do that, Sahana. But I cannot. Not while Alagoth yet lives.
Here, Rasad. Take this. It will remind you of Selune's favor.
A favor you forsook.
That's Saloon's judgment to make, not yours. You really can't let this go, can you, Six Scar? You had to twist the knife just one more time, didn't you? That's Saloon's judgment to make, not yours.
Be silent a moment.
I thank you for the item, Sahana. I will hold it close to my heart. Now it is time that we went our separate ways.
Farewell, Rasad.
May Selune smile upon you in your endeavors. I hope you find what you're looking for, Rasad. Farewell.
The Moon Maiden watches you, Bashir. Take care not to disappoint her further.
It'll be fine. I scarcely think that's possible. I think there were some other items that we could have gotten out of them, but,
Am I doing the right thing? With every step I take away from the Sun Soul,
that feels better.
more of my former relations are poisoned.
How can petty vengeance justify the toll exacted on those I know and love? The death of Alagoth will justify many things. You're not the one spilling the blood, Rasad. Self-doubt is self-indulgence. Focus on your enemies. You must be driven by more than anger and revenge, Rasad. Everything you have done may yet be in service to a higher purpose.
What purpose is that?
To destroy the Dark Moon Heresy and restore Saloon to her proper place. When Darathon is killed, you must take your place at the head of the Twofold Trust. If slaughtering Alagoth and his Twofold Heretics isn't purpose enough for you, then I really don't know what is. Yeah, to destroy the Dark Moon Heresy.
Dare I even hope for such a thing at this point?
Go for it. Stop cringing and stand tall, Rasad. You're a man, not a mouse. You don't hope for anything, you make it happen. Now get out of my sight. Your moaning sickens me. I would hope is cheap and convenient alternative to certainty. It's possible the Sun Soul Order will never forgive you for your moral lapses, but the Moon Maiden knows your heart, and the gods can be very forgiving to those who destroy their enemies.
I pray you're right.
Saloon hears those prayers, Rasad. Trust me. I mean, I am half a god. I hear many prayers. People pray to me all the time. Yeah, I think I hear someone praying to me right now to do something in an already recorded episode of a game that I've done. Yep, 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 see, it happens. Alright, so what did we get? A cloak. Cowl of the Stars. Though the Sun Soul philosophy's adherents avoid violence when possible, this cowl was designed to avoid it after it becomes impossible. When the command word is spoken, a series of small flaming hot globes appear in the wearer's hands that can be thrown unerringly towards a target. Melts minute meteors once a day as a wizard of the same level as the wearer. Anyone can wear it. Oh, it's a cloak. It's not a robe. I mean, it's technically better than that, I guess. Sort of. Oh no, the 6 darts plus 5 are not permanent. Unlike the bullets. Okay. Well then. That's good to know.
I can't help but remember what the forests in the north look like from the sky.
Certainly.
They're so majestic.
You know, I'd think that Eri and Jahara would have some more comments about that kind of thing. Alright, Heretic Temple. How did they find us in the middle of nowhere anyway? Hello, music. I'll admit I was not expecting either of those things.
The Heretic's temple. How best do we approach this?
There's only one fitting way to approach these heretics. Directly. Approach it. Look at that thing. We'd best run screaming in the opposite direction. To know the truth of Dark Moon Heresy, it would be best if they believed we were followers of it.
I am weary. Let us rest for a while, my friend.
Yeah, kind of thinking that too. Oh, goody.
Ugh, my legs are just aching.
With vengeance!
You
Never
are a
walked so
slippery
much
one.
in my life.
With vengeance! Back.
Some of my finest work.
There we go. Yay, we can
I'm
see.
listening.
Going quick save. Oh, poor groundhog. You monster.
You will fall by my hand, for sure!
Ah. Killed the poor little groundhog. Is that just a bug? Yeah, that's got to be just a bug. Okay.
It will be done.
Seems to indicate that there's someplace I can go. And also, this looks very tropical. We're gonna be in the same situation that we were in the last game, where there were cacti everywhere, even though there shouldn't have been. Oh,
I'm beginning to tire of spending my time.
Woman is clearly in distress. We must help her.
I mean, do we have to? What if I don't want to? She could obviously use a hand. Great, I will help her. Who is going to help us? Let her go, Rasad. We have other matters to attend to. She could obviously use a hand. Like, for what?
Oh there. I am Rasad.
And this is my friend Elmedretta. Can we be of assistance?
I doubt that very much.
What's your name? What happened to you?
I am Harath. What happened to me? I failed to prove my worth to the twofold goddess. That's what happened to me.
How were you asked to prove your worth to her? Was the beating part of your trials, or a consequence of failing it? See, like, it should have said, like, it popped up, you see a woman who has obviously been beaten. Oh, and then Rasad says, she looks like she could use some help, rather than having Rasad say that she obviously needs some help, and then me saying, yes, she does obviously need some help, even though the player has no idea why she could obviously use some help. I mean, I know this game doesn't do a whole lot of out-of-character narrative. It lets the visuals in the game tend to speak for itself, but in this case, I think that's kind of necessary. It seems Darathon has rigorous guidelines for who he'll take into his trust. The twofold goddess beat you up. How are you asked to prove your worth to her? Was the beating part of your trials or a consequence of failing it?
Neither is acceptable.
I don't want to talk about it.
I have a long journey ahead of me. Let me be on my way. We sought only to help you, madame. Farewell. Can I come with you? I've got a feeling your company would be preferable to what awaits us at the temple. Can I come with you? I've got a feeling your company would be preferable to what awaits us at the temple.
I know you are trying to lighten the mood, but this really is not the time.
I was actually just trying to, like, be friendly to her. Can we talk to you again? Nope. Alright. Okay. I guess I can't help her. That's maybe if I'd taken the other option, the first option. Oh well. Hi, Wolf.
For the fallen! You will fall by my hand!
You are a slippery one.
Maybe you're just bad at this, Rasad. I don't know. There's so many tropical ferns around here. Rabbit.
Declare yourself.
Halt! Who goes there? Those who seek the truth in darkness and light. Do you think guards ever get bored of hollering? Hollering "Halt! Who goes there"? I would. Halt! 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 Oh God! Daggerfall guards have appeared. My name is unimportant. What matters is my purpose. Those who seek the truth in darkness and light. How did you find this place? The twofold truth was revealed to us by a monk named Hammerhelm, formerly of the Sun Soul Order. Everyone knows where to find the secret temple of the Twofold Trust. It's the buzz of Hillock Court. You can go with the first one. I don't know the man. I hardly see how that's our problem. And I don't know you. That's a problem with people, don't you think? There's so damn many of them. I hardly see how that's our problem. Getting across the bridge is your problem, and you'll not do so without my leave. Forgive me, gentle guardsman. What can I do to attain permission to cross your bridge? Need I answer your questions 3 ere the other side I see? Yeah, alright, you've made your point. What do I have to do to get across? Well, if that's the way you're going to be about it, I guess I'll just have to leave. But know this, you've just made a powerful enemy. I'd watch my back if I were you. I guess you'd best be leaving then. I'm gonna go with the first option. That's more like it. What's your purpose here? Well, we would join the Twofold Trust. I heard Colas Darathon was on the lookout for prospective bridge guards. Do you know anything about that? All you need to know is that it begins with your demise. The added-in quests definitely have a different writer from the rest of the game. It is like, the good option, the comedy option, and the evil option. And this really isn't the good option, just so much as the, this is my quest, this is what I'm all... You know, it's like the no-nonsense option, and then this is the murder hobo option. Yeah, that's it. The no-nonsense, straightforward, truthful option, the comedy option, and the murder hobo option. You may pass. Oh. Okay. I mean... I was going to come down here anyway first and see that there's nothing down here. Okay. Whelps. Heretic guard. Don't mind us, we're just gonna, you know, like, explore the map a little bit.
What can it be now?
What's your problem, Horvat? I see no reason to slaughter defenseless animals.
Something with claws is never defenseless, Horvat.
You need to rid yourself of your Sun Soul habits, Horvat. The Twofold Goddess is no use for the weak. She's perfectly satisfied with the naive, the stupid, and the mad.
New madness has Alagoth devised.
The disciples of the Sun Soul are greater than anything you would have known as Shar's servant, Corrin. The Sun Soul's tongue stabs like a sword. Stop calling me that. I serve the Twofold Goddess now. And yet it's there in your name, Sun Soul Lara. Then give her a sacrifice, Lara. Jolstead!
Yo!
Yo, really? Yo? See how the Sun Soul disciples hold up against a Wildcat's lack of discipline.
Such a waste.
These heretics have no sense for the sanctity of life. Are you satisfied now, Blinnick? More than satisfied with you, Sister Lara. Let's see how your fellows do. are they going? Also, can you use some of these powers? Sun Soul Beam. Greater Sun. Lay on Hands. Flaming Fists. Soul Sunray. Maybe I should actually look at these things. I didn't know about them. The character projects a blast of light from her open palm, dealing 1d8 fire damage for every 2 caster levels, up to a maximum of 5d8 damage to a single target. Undead creatures take an additional 6 points of damage. There's no saving throw again. Ooh, no saving throws, kind of nice. Do these count as magic? Can magic resistance or other sorts of things like, you know, the various protections block them? The character channels her inner light into her unarmed attacks, turning her fists into flaming weapons that deal an additional 2d6 fire damage per hit for the next round. The duration increases to 2 rounds at level 9, 3 rounds at level 12, 4 rounds at level 15, and 5 rounds at level 25. Special ability automatically modifies normal attacks, and no weapon switching needs to be done. At 2 hit points per level. Oh, it's self-only. Okay. Greater Sun. The character wreaths herself in flames and that act as a fire shield, red, granting her 50% fire resistance, protecting her from attacks made within a 5-foot radius. Any opponents that hit the target with any weapons or spells within this radius suffer 1d8 plus 2 points of fire damage, which is a little bit weaker than the... well, it's a mixture of weaker and stronger. Because the actual fire shield in 1E was like double damage back. In 2nd edition, it's supposed to be the same damage back. This is just, you know, 3 to 10. Now, 3 to 10 is arguably in a lot of ways better, because if someone comes up to you with a dagger, 1 point of damage, they're going to take 3 damage back guaranteed. On the other hand, if someone comes in and thwacks you for 25 damage, they're only taking 3 to 10. And on the other hand, if you're protected from weapons, they should take 0 damage back. And yet, they will take 1d8 plus 2. Sun Soul Beam. The character emits a dazzling burst of light that strikes at all other creatures within a 15-foot radius. The Sun Soul Beam does not automatically hit all targets, but makes a melee attack using the character's current THAC0, plus 3 to hit versus undead. Struck creatures suffer 96 points of fire damage, 96 plus 3 if undead. Just 3 extra damage. Ugh. Unless they save versus spell for half. In addition, all creatures except the character must save versus spell or be blinded for 2 hours. Good stuff. I need to remember that. Probably won't.
Certainly.
Let's go ahead and talk to people. It's a grizzly bear.
Without doubt. As always, the pleasure is mine.
The former Sun Soul disciples among us have still so much to learn. Their convictions do not sway easily. A pity that so many cannot see past the folly of their ways, refusing to bathe in the glory of the twofold goddess.
I love the smell of daisies in the morning.
Good for you, Lilikor.
You are welcome in my sight.
The tests have not been kind, but I will endure.
What can it be now?
Be vigilant. The Dark Moon has eyes and ears everywhere. Hello? Oh, there you are.
Best be on your way. The Twofolders will be back soon, and they're not too picky about whose blood they shed.
I'll leave when my business here is done.
What business is that?
To free this bear. To purchase a blanket. I would see the monster who imprisoned this noble beast dead. That's you, isn't it? It would be terribly convenient if it were. To free this bear.
You want me to sell such a fine specimen? I'd sooner part with my own wife.
I only want the bear. Oh, she must be quite a woman. How much do you want for her? Don't try to upsell me, you manipulative rodent. I saw what happened to the other animals. Clearly you've little use for the beasts in your care.
The
Let's go with that.
two-folders pay good coin to slaughter the beasts.
If you want the bear, I expect you'll do the same, and beat their price to boot. And what is their price?
1,000 gold pieces.
1,000 gold pieces for this mangy creature. Have you been struck about the head recently?
All right, then. 750 and not a copper less. I've a family to feed.
I'll take the flea-bitten monster off of you for 25 gold pieces, and I'll be doing you a favor.
Yeah, take it. The frowsy brute's more trouble than it's worth anyway.
Sweet. Bye, bear. So I believe that is a bear that we needed for, where's Wilson? The best bear in the world. Let's see. Double checking that. I'm wondering, because I don't actually see the, like it hasn't updated. Oh, you know what? I bet I needed to talk to the bear first.
Now? Please, come on. Pretty please.
It will be done.
Oh, look at... Isn't he adorable? And to you, my good bear. I'm Elmandretta. What are you called? I'm sorry, I don't treat with bears. Wilson, a strange name for a bear. Well, I wish you good fortune in whatever the future holds, Wilson. Wilson, strange name for a bear. Forgive me, I didn't realize it was so common. To be honest, I've not had the opportunity to speak with many bears. I'm sorry, I'm sure your father was a noble beast, and you do his name honor. I'll go with that one. Yes, that certainly is my loss. I shall endeavor to rectify the situation as soon as possible. I just prefer dealing with people that have opposable thumbs. Oh! Yes, that certainly is my loss. I shall endeavor to rectify the situation as soon as possible. I'd like nothing better. Is that something you consider were you freed? I'm sorry, I really don't think I'm ready to have a wild animal join my party, even one as cultured and well-spoken as you. I'd like nothing better. Is that something you'd consider were you freed? Fear not, gentle monster. I'll not allow such a fate to befall you. I'll see what I can do. It's unfortunate, but I really don't see what I can do about it. Yeah, fear not, gentle monster.
Oh there. You want to keep your distance from the bear. He's of a slashing temperament.
I have nothing to fear from him. I shall do so. I am Elmandretta. I wish to purchase this bear. Is he for sale? If it slashes me, it'll soon learn the error of its ways, its slashing ways. I have nothing to fear from him. Roar! Oh, be silent, you great furry lummox.
Best be on your way. The two-folders will be back soon, and they're not too picky about whose blood they shed.
I'll leave when my business here is done.
What business is that?
To free this bear.
You want me to sell such a fine specimen? I'd sooner part with my own wife.
Don't try to upsell me, you manipulative rodent.
The two-folders pay good coin to slaughter the beasts.
And what is their price?
1,000 gold pieces.
1,000 gold pieces for this mangy creature. Have you been struck about the head recently?
All right, then. 750 and not a copper less. I've a family to feed.
I'll take the flea-bitten monster off you for 25 gold pieces, and I'll be doing you a favor.
Yeah, take it. The frowsy brute's more trouble than it's worth anyway.
There we go. Near the Twofolds Temple, a bear named Wilson is held caged by a trapper named Jolstead. I can honestly say Wilson is the most eloquent bear I've ever encountered. I promised I would see him freed. I freed Wilson the bear. I'll admit I'm a little disappointed he immediately ran away, but I hope he finds happiness wherever he ends up. Okay.
I prefer the bright of day. Evil must be able to see the justice I dispense.
What can it be now?
Yeah, looks like you got what you paid for there, half-elf. We'll see about that. Also, I like how his voice changed. Okay, so, we can still go up that way a little bit. We can still explore a little bit around that way. Animal cages. But that is going to have to wait until next time. We have freed Wilson. Saved him from the slaughter of these fiends, who may get a fireball later. We'll see. But for now, we'll call it an episode. See you next time, everyone.